Now, I've already done something on the 14th Amendment, but we're going to dive a little deeper. All right, give a little another perspective. And once again, I thank my brother Adrian Pearson on Facebook. You're doing an amazing job, brother. Keep doing your thing. All right, keep doing it, or people are going to get it one day. All right. So here we go. The 14th Amendment. The truth about the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment to the Constitution defines citizenship inside the corporate legal structure. It's only within a corporate legal structure and not a lawful, okay? Not lawful is de facto, meaning legal. Not lawful, meaning de jure. Not lawful, meaning jus sanguinis. It's only legal, meaning jus soli. And I explained that before. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and keyword and subject to the jurisdiction thereof. I explained that already. Are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. The 14th Amendment also extended person status to corporations. So even a corporation is a citizen of the United States. So McDonald's, Burger King, Walmart, they have the same status as you. My people, I'm only here to teach you the truth, man. You do what you want with it. Like I said before, call me what you want. But I'm the one. People such as myself, we are the ones that's going to make sure that you get the truth and you know what it means. There's a difference between freedom, liberty, and sovereignty. I was sent here to give my people back this sovereignty, restore my people to the land, back on our original land. I was sent for that. I'll keep reminding you that. The court does not wish to hear argument on the question whether the provision in the 14th Amendment to the Constitution, which forbids a state to deny any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of laws, applies to these corporations. We are all of the opinion that it does. J.C. Bancroft Davis, court reporter, 1886. Thus, the 14th Amendment gave corporations the capacity to operate as persons within the legal structure of the United States, Inc. It is all business. That's why they keep telling you the United States was built on small businesses, and that include all legal persons. The 14th Amendment wasn't about sovereignty, people. It was only about freedom to a certain extent and liberty, because all that's based and it's determined on or at the will of the people making the rules. It was about corporate control. You were never set free. You were converted into a contract. I'm going to repeat that. You were never set free. You were converted into a contract. It's about conversion. Here we go. What they told us, or they told you, the people who fell for the okey-dokes, the ones who drank the Kool-Aid. The 14th Amendment gave citizenship to formerly enslaved people. Cool story. It sounds good. But here's what they didn't or don't say. What it really did. The 14th Amendment, 1868, didn't just free the people. It created a new class of federal citizens under a commercial jurisdiction called the United States, not the United States of for America. So I have to correct that. Not the United States for America. It created the United States of America, or just simply the United States, the corporation. That phrase, subject to the jurisdiction thereof, wasn't about inclusion. It was about a legal capture clause, making you a ward of a federal corporate system. Then they made another move. It was all strategic, it was all systematic. In 1866, in the Supreme Court, heard the Santa Clara County versus Southern Pacific Railroad. All right, here's the kicker, the caveat. The justices didn't rule that corporates that corporations were people under the 14th Amendment. All right. They didn't rule that. The court reporter, not the justices, wrote this in the head note. The court does not wish to hear, and that's quote now, the court does not wish to hear arguments on whether the 14th Amendment applies to corporations. We are all of the opinion that it does, close quote. That little off-record line became binding legal precedent. It opened the floodgates. Corporations equal legal persons. Corporations equal citizens. Corporations entitled to equal protection and due process. Meanwhile, actual people the 14th Amendment was meant for were still being lynched, okay, redlined, and stripped of rights. The real goal, the 14th Amendment didn't liberate, it restructured America into a business platform, a corporate zone, a commercial zone. Before 1868, after 1868, sovereign states, citizens, federal corporate citizens, living people, legal persons, commercial assets, Republic Federal Corporation, U.S. Inc., bloodline and land rights jurisdiction through birth contracts. And yes, 28 UFC section 15A, capital A defines the United States as a federal corporation. For those who don't get it, your birth certificate created a legal fiction all caps name. All right. Your social security number bonded that entity to the system. You are now the agent of the corporate trust, not a sovereign man or woman. Final truth. The 14th Amendment let corporations live like people and made people live like contracts. It gave legal rights to machines and took natural rights from bloodline people. If you were never meant to be a 14th Amendment citizen, which we were never meant to be, why did they write your name in all caps? Register your birth certificate and turn you into a person in their system. Time to unlearn the lie. Time to reclaim your status, my people. All I could do is give you the truth, tell you the truth. You do what you want with it. But one thing I know, my ancestors sent me here to restore my people. And that's all I'm going to stand and fight for. For those of you, it's going to go over a lot of heads. Because a lot of you are actually in your emotions. You're so filled with hatred. You just don't get it. And like I said before, I gave you the free American Indian Declaration on myniji.com. I also created a document called Decolonization is a Must, or just Decolonization, and gave you specific instructions on here. That's all I could do, man. Peace and love. Thanks to my brother, Adrian Pearson. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. They may not get what we are doing. They may not see us, but it's all right, though. It's all right. We are going to be the progenitors of this awakening of the original American people. Okay? So let us keep doing what we are doing. One love.